How Ganga came down to earth. Once the great King Sagar performed an Ashwamedh yajna to satisfy Lord Vishnu, envious of King Sagar. Indra, the king of the heaven, stole the horse to be sacrificed. Thus, the yajna could not be completed. King Sagar's sons set out to search for the lost horse. They looked everywhere on earth for it. Finally, they found the horse in front of the great sage Kapila's cottage. Thinking that the sage had stolen the horse, Sagar's sons raised their weapons to punish him, but the powerful sage opened his eyes and burned them to ashes with his yogic powers. Later, King Sagar ordered his grandson Anshuman to search for the horse. Following the same path that his uncle had taken, Anshuman reached the pile of ashes. He saw the horse and saw Kapila Muni sitting close by. Anshuman bowed and prayed to the sage. Pleased by his behavior, Kapila Muni gave the horse to Anshuman and said that the souls of his uncles who had been burnt to ashes would be set free only by the waters of the Ganga. At the time, the river was flowing in the heavenly world. Anshuman performed austerities following a rigorous ritual of prayers and a tough personal regime to please the goddess Ganga, who controlled the river. But he could not bring her to this world. When Anshuman died, his son Dilip and then Dilip's son Bhagirath tried to get Ganga to earth. Bhagirath was extremely determined and performed very severe austerities. As a result, the goddess Ganga was pleased and agreed to descend to earth. But there was a problem. If Ganga were to descend with her usual force, the earth would not be able to bear it. There would be a hole through either end of the planet, and the Ganga would thus flow down beyond into the universe. In such a case, Bhagirath's purpose was bringing the Ganga to earth to touch the ashes of his uncles and liberate them from the cycle to birth and rebirth would remain unfulfilled. Ganga suggested that the powerful Lord Shiv observe her force as she descended to earth. Understanding this, Bhagirath then prayed to Shiva with great sincerity and discipline. Pleased by Bhagirath, the Lord Shiv absorbed the force of the Ganga on his head, releasing the sacred waters to earth with a reduced force. Bhagirath walked ahead and the river followed him till they reached the pile of his uncle's ashes. Though King Sagar's son had been burnt to ashes as they had offended Kapila Muni, they could go to the higher planets after being sprinkled with water from the Ganga. And so the Ganga became the most sacred of all rivers. Anyone who baths in it has their sins washed away and are liberated from the cycle of rebirth. Thank you.